Today, as above, so below, we're talking about the Venusian energy or Venus energy, the five-pointed star, the five senses, how we utilize those to manifest and bring things to pass. I want to say first of all, salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjays. To each and every one of you guys, what's up, my baby Scorpio? To each one of you guys, what's up? Oh, Shamari, what up, babe? Sasha Fierce in the house from Chi-Town. To each and every one of you guys, that are in the church that got church influence, and those that have left the church still got church influence. I got sidetracked. What's up, Tree One, the Aries in the house? To each and every one of you guys that are practicing black magic, the energy of the cosmos, what other melanin. If that's your interest, if you want to return back to your roots, this is the channel for that. What's up, my Demetrius, my Gemini in the house? I want to say, first of all, hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. I want to say to each and every one of you guys on your parasite journey, this is gonna be a ride. Especially the older you are, the more that you have, and especially if you're getting physical manifestations. Some of you guys got your parasite candles burning, and things are happening. Mother Susan was telling me about stuff that were happening. Sister Trianda was telling me about some things that are happening. It's a purge. It's a detox candle. And is operating from the spiritual level. I do things from the physical. I do things on the astral plane, and I do things on the spiritual plane. So I'm educating so you would know what to expect as this process happens. This is something you when you start, you don't stop. These candles were only $100. To each and every one that will. I got some more candles I got to do today, and tomorrow. What's up, Mama Susan, the mother of this church? All right, I'm gonna talk about something. I'm not gonna. Thank you for hitting that like button as you come in. What I want you guys to understand, I've been doing magic a very, very, very long time. I've been doing heavy conjure, black magic in particular, and I started out in Haitian voodoo, but I have since then been crowned Mafedifun Oya and Mafedifun Bablu. I've been scratched into Palomiambe, and I have 4 cauldrons. I'm a child of Centeo. That's just my resume. I've been pastoring my own church since 2001. It's 2025. You go figure. So I've been dealing with black people a long time. That's my point. I've been dealing with the melanated people, all types of people. And I have professionals that I work with, and I also have people that want to take their spirituality to a professional level. And I also have people that are learning up under me that is going to find themselves in spaces and places trying to help somebody outside of themselves. And that's even down to husband, wife, children, mama, daddy, or whatever. And I want to give you some wisdom. I ain't going to tell you what to do because I'm a Sagittarius, Moon, Aries, and rising sign Pisces. But I'm telling you some things that I have learned through the years. And my subject is help those who are helping themselves. The first thing, in order to help somebody, you have to get yourself out the way. because it's not about you. It's about them, whoever that them or that person may be. Okay? You can't help somebody that is not actively helping themselves. And there's old saying say you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't not make them drink it. There are people in life that will rather drown than to drink that water. I want to talk to you. I've been on this journey a long time. I have encountered a whole lot of people. There are some people will let you guide them all the way till they get to the water. But they will refuse to drink that water. You have no control. All of you that have control issues, have issues trying to tell people and make people what to do, this is going to be a struggle. This is going to be a struggle. But the first thing you got to do when you say that you helping somebody, you got to remove you out the way. What you would do, how you think, how you believe. I tell people, I have told many of my clients and people that I have tried to assist, your help is called assistance. It is not you assuming the cross for them. You're not the martyr of the relationship. Your only responsibility is to share knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. What people do with it, that's their prerogative. You may have an opinion of how they handle that help, but at the end of the day, you only control you. When I'm helping somebody, and this is why I tell my practitioners and my spiritualists and everybody want to help people. Everybody got free will. If a baby don't want you to hold them, they will fight you tooth and nail. You end up with a black eye. You might be chastising them, spanking them. But at the end of the day, if a baby don't want you to hold them, they'll rather you drop them. And they'll take the pain of the fall than you choosing to be held by you. I need this to sink in. The more somebody is helping themselves, you can help those people. When they're not dependent on you to do for them and you're assisting them, you're going to see more harvest and more appreciation to that help or assistance that you give them, whether it's naturally or spiritually. Hell, even when it comes down to sex, I can't help you if you ain't willing to help yourself. Can you hold these legs up for me to be able to do? You got to help me help you. Get there. You got to open your ears. You got to help me. I can be giving you the counsel or the advice of a century. But you got to be willing to hear. You, in this life, I have struggled, very, very, very much a struggle, because I'm a Sagittarius. We want to take on the world. And the mistakes that I have made in my life has been due to the same principle that I'm sharing with you. I can't want your victory, your healing, your deliverance better than you. Let me take that back. I can want it better than you, but I can't make you operate in that energy, that mindset. You can want whatever you want for a man, woman, child, person, all you want. The only person that you can affect when it comes to helping, assisting, is you. You can decide any time of day to bring a change in your life. You have that prerogative. But you can't do that And I tell people when it comes to conjuring, when you're working with a client and they're not helping themselves, your work is going to be in vain. End of story. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how good a reader you are, because that manifestation is not going to go any farther than they wanted to go. When you don't need somebody's will, it's when you doing destruction work. And at some point, you got to have their cooperation to even manifest what you're trying to destroy them. Just like a parasite eventually has to have your cooperation in order for you to keep feeding them and strengthening them. Somewhere you got to play a part of your own demise. That's my point. But other than that, when you're trying to help somebody and you're trying to give somebody that something that is good for them, you have no idea how many thousands of dollars I wasted in my church helping people. How much time that I can't get back. I'm 52 years of age. I have been an asset to my community. And I have watched people walk away from that. And it's their prerogative. I have wanted better relationships for people because I had better relationships. I had better outcomes. I had better turnarounds. I just had it better. I have lived a charmed life. But it did not stop. I got people right now on this parasite thing. And there's still people, they ain't trying to help themselves. They do just enough. I said from the onset, do not start this if you ain't going to keep this up. Because parasite's going to be with you to the day you die. If you have allowed your body to be infested, it's going to take time. Don't let nobody create an emergency for you while you helping them. It took you time to get in this condition, and it's going to take you time to get out. You still don't have to listen to me. It's your mind. But I'm telling you, if you want to save time, heartache, disappointment, I'm telling you, help those that you can visibly see that they're helping themselves. You don't get mad with somebody else for choosing to stay where they at. That's their life. You may determine that this person or these people had so much potential. Oh, they had so much life left in them. But you can't help nobody. What's up, my Boaz? You can't help nobody that ain't helping themselves. No, I take that back. You can help them, but it's going to be in vain. What I'm saying is take the wisdom that I'm sharing now, because what's going to happen is a lot of y'all going to start learning more and more. And you're going to see what's happening in your life. And you're going to be inclined to share. And some of y'all going to get mad because you know what you done sacrificed. And you also know, because you've been on the journey with me, what I'm sacrificing. So you're going to hold your teachings, you're going to hold your things in a different regard. Y'all hear me? But they can't, because they're not making those sacrifices. Somebody can hear your testimony all day long. Hear me when I say this. And you can be telling the absolute truth. But that is you. They have to, just like you Some of y'all been on this journey with me for years, not days, not months, not weeks. And you've had a chance to be challenged with this level of truth. What's up, my 69? You know, what I say behind your back, I'm gonna say it to your face. I am so proud of your aggressive behavior towards your spirituality. Let me tell you something. When you a hunter, you love aggression. I got moon in Aries. I love it when somebody's aggressive about their spirituality. It's delicious. Huh? It's a different when somebody's eating you versus somebody is passionately outing you. It's a difference. When there's passion behind your moves, oh, it's different, baby. And this is why I tell you to pay attention to the fruit that people bear. Don't listen to what a man say or a woman say. Watch what they do. Watch what pace they take when it comes to whatever they say they want. I remember my son say he wanted to go to the NFL. And me being a parent, I do the conjure, I do the work. At that particular school that he was going with, to high school, they never really had scouts come out to that school. But I was conjuring like a mother sucker for my child. And my child was not prepared. And I always told him, I say, when you get the light, when you ask the light to be turned on you need to have something for people to see. A lot of y'all trying to rush in this thing, a spiritual practice, and then you get into a certain limelight and you ain't prepared, and now you got a bad reputation or a bad label on your name. Never step out into the light, Caroline, until you ready for showtime. Perfect your craft. Perfect your conjure. So you can give them a show of a lifetime. When they say, Tupac said, all eyes is on me, oh baby, I give them something to look at. Even if they don't want to see it, they try to play a Ray Charles and a Stevie Wonder on you. They trying to act like they don't see God moving in your life. Baby, read Braille. It's in the atmosphere. If you can't see it, you're going to feel it. Ha! Anyway, these are the things that I'm sharing with you. So the scouts came, the first school that came for my son was Ohio. He thought his excuses was going to be able to get him past. These coaches asked for his transcript. He was talking. That's what wrong with Pisces and Sagittarius. You got to have evidence, receipts. That's why I'm a Sag with receipts. Because people going to believe you so far without receipts. That's why I say on the porch until Big Dog said, come up down on that porch. This is important. So he was he got 3 offers. And I created an atmosphere for him to attract. Now he'd spent a lot of his life chasing what had already come to him. What I'm saying, I don't care if it's mama, daddy, child, loved ones, baby daddy, baby mama. You can't help nobody. You can only have testimony when they want to help themselves. You can only have victorious testimony depending on how bad they want their desire to come to pass. When I find somebody that want to fight for their right, whatever that may be, honey, We can dance. We can create rhythm of manifestation. Because you came to play ball. You came into that situation understanding your pros and cons. And you, no matter what your odds are, you willing. Like Tom Brady, I ain't got but a couple more minutes. I'm going to bring this home. The report only matters if you ain't willing to fight. The diagnosis only matters if you ain't willing to fight. The sentence in the courtroom only matters if you ain't willing. Come on here, somebody. When you are aggressive and you willing to learn and watch and follow to get your desire in, other people that are assisting you you're gonna see major impact in that person's life. Not before, not after. A lot of times, because my children know who I am, they feel like they don't have to follow rules. I tell them the same thing. I done been there, done that. I done been there using my conjure to manifest a car. When that money came in, I had specifically told them what I wanted. I put my hands on the vehicle. I tangibly put my hands on the vehicle. So the ancestors' spirits knew exactly what I was asking for. But I tell y'all, when that money hit my hands, I asked them for the money to pay this car off in cash. And I got every bit, I got extra. I ain't just get the money, I had extra. More than what I asked for. My mind changed. Something got a hold of me. And I decided after I got the manifestation, I remember what I asked for. And I remember what car I asked for. But there was a change of direction. I said, as long as I get a car. I was going after the Honda Prelude with a 4-wheel drive. It was a sports car. I had manifested all the money. I settled for a Honda Accord. It was a nice car. But I thought about shopping. Because I was raised up, that's all I ever did. I did my chores and I shopped. And sex. But I looked at that money, in my mind, I sliced that money in half. Because I'm fit to go ball. I'm telling you. The spirits, God can't even help you if you ain't committed to helping yourself. I'm letting you know I done did a whole lot of stuff y'all doing. And you ain't gonna, and what's gonna happen, I lost that car that I bought because that's not what they gave me. That's why I tell you, your money got to have purpose on it. And if you ask the spirits for money to pay your light bill, I'm encouraging you, don't pay your water bill. Don't do it. Whatever you conjure, whatever you manifest, and you done already manifested for a purpose, that's what you better do with it. Or it's going to get harder and harder for you to manifest the next time. Because they ain't going to grant you what they already gave you. I'm going to say that again. They're not going to grant you what they already gave you. It's hard to go to a judge after already granting you clemency, and then you go out back and do something else. It's going to be hard for that lawyer to get that judge to do something else for you like that. He might do something of a lesser help to you, But the same help you got originally, it ain't happening. It's not happening. Sir, ma'am, Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Agi. Universal laws. Some of you have to settle for a relationship that you don't want because you settled within yourself. And now you got to deal with those consequences. That's why I keep talking about my 3 baby mamas. Ain't nobody made me do that. Those were my choices. However grand or how piss poor they were definitely my choices. And like my mama said, ain't nobody put a gun to your head. We don't like certain outcomes. And then when people trying to give us help with our choices, we get mad at them. Expect people to be angry with you and get angry with you and feel like their problem is your problem. No, man. So, Brother Minister Mario, son of a Chosi, you don't know how many times I had to give him that medicine my mama gave me. I can't. This is your ass. See, when a person forget that it's their ass in a sling or their ass in the hot seat, you ain't hurting me. If I didn't take care of my health and understood that was my health, not my doctor's health, not my children's health, not my family health, that's why I talk about being serious about your matching. But I'm trying to give you some wisdom in helping people. That's why my son said he don't have to worry about what his friend got to worry about. Because his dad is going to make the adjustments necessary to get a better outcome. You ain't got to worry about whether I'm praying in the midnight hour. You ain't got to worry about, am I taking my herbs and my vitamins and my cleansing. You ain't got, if I got to buy a 5-gallon bucket, if I got to buy a 10-gallon bucket, that's what it's going to be. Because I intend to win. When I work on a court case, I work on somebody's situation, I be all in. A lot of times these people ain't all in with their own project. They want you to do all the heavy lifting. That's not help. That's somebody allowing you to assume the responsibility for their outcome. You're there to help them or assist them. If you don't want better for your life, out of everything I offer, and you find other means to spend your money other ways, that's your prerogative. Maybe you don't want no good dick in your life. Maybe you don't want no good ass in your life. Maybe you want somebody to every 6 months to stomp a mud hole in your ass. Who am I to stop you for getting that mud stomping on your ass? I'ma talk about you. Hopefully you do it on Facebook, somebody video it so I can rewatch it. But you have a right to make that choice. When you won't help, you have to remember, you don't tell somebody how to help you. Or when. Or how long. That's why I say I'm thankful for whatever you do. Because at the end of the day, this is my vision. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for this platform. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for my matching. I'm responsible for my crowning. I don't put none of that on my Padrino or my Oba or any of my leaders. And I'm appreciative of anything they do to help me. My Padrino bought me this. I've been working this tiger to the no end. I know he tired. You ain't got to tell me when Padrino see me again, whenever he decide to call his godson in, he gonna see a change, and he gonna see everything his Padrino taught me. He gonna see what he taught me. He gonna see what Oba taught me, and what I learned on my goddamn own. I'm not that guy. I'm in this to win this, and any help I get, I'm gonna make it worth your helping me or assisting me. Libra Cardinal here at work listening and while rolling. Get that money. I love a man or woman that sell ass, I mean words. What am I doing? This mucus coming up. Here's my paper towel. Anyway, let me tell y'all something. Every day you get up and breathe on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every week, every month, every year, God give you. You should be helping yourself. And you should only be assisting people that is helping themselves. Because you will never find regret in what you do for those people. They're always going to utilize and maximize those whatever assistance you gave them. Huh? Would you give me $25? Would you give me $10,000 or $100? I'm going to work that because you know why? That you ain't got to worry about. If I don't mess up my own money, I ain't going to mess up no money that people give me to help me. I'm going to make my situation better and better and better and be able to help more people that's trying to help themselves. When you want to walk in prosperity, health, and healing, love, all this great stuff, there's a responsibility for you to get it and to maintain it. Do you hear me? Some of y'all let all this information that I put out here for free. I can be getting paid and you still not utilizing it. You can repeat it. You may be even taking notes. I had Saint Sister Shirley, Trina, what I'm talking about. And she had all these notes that she been taking from my sermon. That's the one that said that she fell out of the spirit. I don't know what kind of notes you were taking, but I know I ain't never said that. I don't know where you learned that from. And what she did was she was going out and entangling herself with other people that had issues with me. She was the Aries. And they would tell her things that wasn't good for her. See, when you trying to help somebody, you got to consider who they are to help them. That's why certain people in my church, or when I deal with certain people like this, when you talk too much, I can't tell you what your ancestors said. I can't tell you what the God said, and I can't tell you what I'm saying because you talk too much. And you're going to allow other people to hinder or even block. And you're going to have these people looking like they so powerful. That's what pissed my Aries moon. I've had people, because they didn't know how to handle things. And they didn't value shit. They made other people look like they was scoring points on me. Oh, that shit pissed me off. These people weren't nowhere in my league. But because I was trying to help certain people, they made these people appear more powerful than they really was. That's why I teach about that weak link. You have no idea. See, when Trump did what he did to Harvard, if those people were trying to help President Donald Trump and didn't want his administration to look bad, come on here, somebody. When they sent that letter, they should have known you were sending a letter to Harvard. Come on here, somebody. When you send a spirit, you better know you sending a spirit to Chief Apostle Samuel Ely. And the way I handle spirits and deal with spirits is not like these other people. And they proofread her letter. Come on here, somebody. That's when you don't understand who the fuck you dealing with. And you think you trying to help somebody. However, so this is not help. And you ain't gonna control our institution, our tabernacle, our temple. See, some of y'all ain't got that kind of pride when it comes to help. Harvard said, no, that help you or assistance you trying to give to control us? No, sir. And they mocked without mocking. They proofed and corrected the grammar, the punctuation. And you ever had your test marked up by a teacher? Them red marks, all they say, this shit is wrong. I know what you're trying to say, but you ain't said it right. Some of y'all don't like to be corrected. You don't want that kind of help. You want that kind of help that your fuck ups, somebody take our time to clean it up. But you don't want the help that would have kept you out of that fuck up in the first place. You got a mental problem. You need help. You need mental help. You need emotional help. Assistance. That's when you make an institution proud. Harvard stood up for Harvard. Those people in his cabinet can do nothing but bring embarrassment. You want a position you ain't qualified for. This is why people get mad at me. You want me to put you in a position that you're going to always and continue to make me change. I have people in my church talking about, oh, I could do this and I could have did that. You wasn't going to do nothing but get in that position and make me change. You out there sucking dick from a garbage man. I ain't tell you not to suck dick, but you can find a professional football player. You can find somebody with a 401k. What have you been learning? I know I'm a hoe, but I'm a certain type of hoe. Huh? You ain't getting no tips. Where did I go wrong? Because I know I don't teach this. I don't live this. So I know damn well I wouldn't teach this. I say when you're trying to get help. And you don't want the people that you can help from to look bad for helping you. You don't want people to regret they gave you an opportunity. I say if you're trying to help somebody, that's why I say help those that are helping themselves. And when they help themselves, they're going to appreciate the help you give them, whatever measure that may be. See, because beggars can't be choosers. What's up, my Stormy, my Sage from Detroit? That's what I'm talking about. See, I help people all over the world that are helping themselves. I'm helping people that don't even know I'm helping them. Because when I help your man, your mama, your brother, eventually they're going to be better people in your life. Sometimes you so busy worrying about who getting the help, you ain't doing nothing with the help you already received. What's wrong with you? If you really trying to get help, my sir and my ma'am, then you're going to be aggressive. And you're going to know that once the water has been stirred, I got to get in there. Your tools should be the only thing in your mind. Because your tools can help you change your condition. Your tools can help you step your game up. Your tools can help you make power moves that is going to put you in a better trajectory of your life, of your health, your wealth, your prosperity, your relationship. The parasitic detox is about you having quality of life. Not somebody looking at you and say, my God, he used to be a pretty man. Because them parasites done ate your ass up. She used to be a hell of a single. He used to, that man know he was fine. That man know he was a hard worker. How many times you done had to feel sorry for people because they ain't no parasites were in there eating their ass up? They dealing with all the symptoms. People got them chasing all out here. That's why I say I'm so goddamn mad. Demetrius said, I'm getting all my shit back from these critters. I know that's right. You don't know how much of your emotional energy they've been stealing. You don't know how much of your mental energy, your spiritual energy. Because whatever you are, they've been eating and snacking and shitting inside your body. Some of y'all would not allow somebody to shot on you on the outside, but you allowing these parasites to shat on your teeth, your gums, your eyeballs, your brain. When people say they got shit on their mind, I know they tell the truth. You got parasitic shit. When they say you got shit for brains, now I know it's a real thing. This ain't a game. This whole experiment here on Earth plane is not a game. Your energy is the most valuable thing if you try to get help. I can help you get in a better position for you. When somebody say, oh, she or he got a shitty attitude, they ain't lying. You wonder why you can't do right by you and nobody else? Parasites. Keep playing and thinking $100 ain't worth it. Every time you get $100, you need to get a parasite. You need to be cleansing on your own. You need to be doing, take that back. You ain't got to do a goddamn thing. I suggest, I admonish you. I'm trying to give a persuasive testimony that would be a good goddamn idea to implement in your life. I don't care if you gay, straight, you got fucking parasites. Huh? They sending out signals that and ordering shit to your address that you ain't order. They got shit in your cabinets that you don't really like, but they like it. Huh? You fucking and sucking on somebody that you were trying to figure out, why am I with this person? Them parasites like the parasites in their body. And they send a signal. It's fucking time. And you wonder why your pH always off. You ain't got to wonder no more. Huh? Take some of that oil of oregano and rub your cheeks. That's what Apostle Ely do. And that it's oil of oregano is a natural antibody, and it will get in your bloodstream so fast and start killing bad bacteria. As a professional hoe, I try to help you to keep your body strong and long. If just like they give you a shot in the ass, Take that oil of oregano and rub them cheeks. I don't care how small they is. I don't care how wide they is. And you're going to feel that oil of oregano working through your whole body. I said I rubbed it on my ass. Why do I feel it in my eyeballs? Because it's all connected. Your ass is connected to your throat, your brain. If you put it below, it's still gonna get to above. If you put it above, it's still gonna get to below. So I 69 them motherfuckers. I got it going from downstairs, and I got it coming from upstairs. I meet these bitches in the middle, and I got something in my gut for them bitches. I ain't playing. You ain't not gonna take my sight, my quality of life, because I got to deal with your ass. Cause parasites ain't going nowhere. But they gonna leave your residency. I ain't trying to make nobody do nothing. Go research it. Get the facts for yourself. And make a determination, do this man know what he doing? Because you can look at me as a testimony. I took some oil of oregano and put it on my chin just like I do my silver. When I tell you that oil of oregano heated up just like cayenne pepper. And my teeth were sensitive. Ain't none of that shit going on. Now that I know what time it is, when I say it's hammer time, I'm hammering it on their ass. That means I want help. So any knowledge that I gain, I'm trying to help you. Give you knowledge. Huh? Trying to get you to a place where you can vibrate higher than you ever did in your life. And I'm telling you, when you take that oil of oregano inside and outside, it's gonna be a mess. Because it got to come out your body one way or the other. Or if not both. But baby, when I tell you my anointing is getting stronger and stronger because my body is getting stronger and stronger, I didn't know how far I had done failed in my health. But I'm on my way up just like an erection. Huh? My wood is standing up at attention. It's like a homing signal. Which way did we go, George? Huh? What do you want to break? What do you want to break into? My wood is hallelujah. I mean, God is good. And the answers and all that. I'm trying to give you some wisdom. I'm trying to give you some help. If you want your vagina on par, I got certain spells that'll get your yoni together. And you will have more power and magic in your reproductive organs. I told you, Scorpio rule over there. That means your things and opportunities are manifest a lot quicker, faster, and stronger. Our sexual organs are very important to our everyday life, spiritually and naturally. That's why certain things start happening when we get certain things happen to our nuts, our ovaries, our penises, our clitoris, the walls, our prostate gland, where our G-spot is. A man and a woman G-spot in the same place. It's just that theirs is closer up front and ours is in the backside of our ass. It is what it is. I ain't made the rules. I didn't make the transmutation. I'm just telling you what it is. It's biology. Biology. Huh? And that's when I told you I make your daddy and mama fight over me. I hit that spot. And when you hit that spot, you release certain chemicals in the body to the brain. Huh? That's why you hear me say, I have you in Nutsville. Huh? I have you dick dizzy. I have you dazzling for dick. I ain't talking about what I think. I'm talking about what I know. I done sent out enough texts, and if you need more testimony of the conversations and the testimonies I get by my operation and my execution, and I'm still getting them type of testimonies in my 50s, and you don't want to learn, I can't help you. You don't want to be better, I can't help you. You want to be stupid about your life, that's your business. I ain't been a big, that's why my products sell they sell. If you don't want an egg on a stick that's going to help your ancestral line that was prepared for somebody like me, who am I? But I guarantee it don't sit there forever. Because somebody going to get it. Somebody going to get aggressive and they going to do what they got to do for their house. Them. And that, my sir and my ma'am, is what indicates when somebody's helping themselves. And therefore, you can help them people. Wherever they're at, you can help them people. And you won't lose not a dime. You will never walk in regret. Because they're going to utilize them. My mama used to say, she used to tell me, my sister, mostly me, she always trying to call me out. She said, I hate when you use my stuff against me. What I'm taught you, you use it against me. I said, Mama, some things are necessary. You told me to protect my sister and that you didn't tell me it was inclusive of you, but that's a part of protecting my sister. Because I know the crap you doing. I know you, Virgo. Sometimes you got to help people and be against people to help them. You got to fight against certain people. That's what I'm doing out here in this community. I'm helping them, and I got to defend myself against them as well. So there is a duality with helping people sometimes, especially those ones don't realize what I'm doing gonna help you in the long run. I gotta get something to eat. Thank you, Bo. I want to thank you for that donation. I really, really appreciate it. Stormy, any one of y'all, Demetrius, any of y'all that give me a look out for me like that. I got some other people, but they don't want me to disclose their name. Even my Karen O'Brien, my Gemini, it just people really helping me through a lot of this stuff because they get it, and they make sacrifices, and I want them to know I appreciate it. I don't care what level it is, no level, because it all comes together to help me do what I do and to bring you these type of videos that other people are getting help, whether they work with me or not. As long as melanated people are doing better, we all doing better. As long as we start getting free, and when the sun set free, and I'm talking about SUN, it's free indeed. I love y'all. I can get out of here. This is gonna be a day for me. I appreciate donations. I got to travel. I'm gonna be traveling all weekend. I got to get my orders out in this week. I want y'all to know I truly appreciate it. I really appreciate it because I couldn't do this on my own. And I help myself, but I still know I got enough wisdom to know I can't do it myself. All right. I love you. Peace out.